Hello friends! Today our guest is the strongest chess player of 19th century, Paul Charles Morphy! Hello Paul, what do you tell us today? Hello dear chess fans! First I want to thank you for invitation to such an interesting channel. Well, today I would like to show you one of my games, which I played in 1857 in New York. My opponent was Napoleon Marache. He is an American journalist and chess composer who was one of the strongest American players of 19th century. Evans Gambit has been played. After knight f3 moves knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, pawn sacrifice b4 follows. It's better to take sacrifice for black. Bishop takes b4, c3 and bishop a5. This retreat of bishop is considered the most best. If I play it instead of bishop takes b4, bishop b6, then would be denied Evans Gambit. But in the game I played bishop takes b4 and after c3 departed bishop on a5. d4. Immediate attack in the center is considered the most best continuation for white. E takes d, e5. Here usually play queen b3. This move is much stronger, because white attacking pawn f7 protects the pawn c3. In the game Marache continued e5. I played d5 and after taking a pawn, queen takes d6. White castles short side. I am developing my pieces knight g e7. This knight attack on g5 square f7, but this launch of knight premature, because white's attack easily fight off. Much more for white could play bishop a3, and after queen f6, take the pawn on d4. Knight takes d4 and c takes d. But in the game the white does the attack on the side playing knight g5. Why this attack is not justified? Because the center movable, white pieces are not developed and f7 pawn easily protected. Short castling of black and bishop d3. White continues attack and black use it. Black completes their development, bishop f5, defending himself against shot, and it takes active piece of white. Bishop takes f5, knight takes f5 and bishop a3. I am sacrificing a quality. I am losing an exchange, but my position is much better. My pieces are active and developed, while the white pieces fragmented and not interact. Queen g6, attacking knight g5, and bishop takes f8. I move queen takes g5 and bishop a3. It should be noted that this move of white rather weak. He worsens their position. It was much stronger to play bishop b4, defending pawn c3. But it was continued bishop a3 in the game. I picked up a pawn c3 and got very powerful attacks position. Knight at rook of white locked in the corner. They are out of the game. White's pieces are constrained, therefore black proceeds to attack. Bishop c1, queen g6, bishop f4. White underestimates all threats of black and further aggravates its position. I played rook d8, connecting to the game heavy piece. Queen c2, knight c d4. And it turns out that white's queen is not so too many square to retreat. And if it will retreat, black pawn moves forward. White played queen e4. And decisive blow followed, knight g3. If white takes a knight, f takes g, they lose the queen. Queen takes e4. White does not want it to lose the queen and rush change it to his black opponent. Then I played knight e2, checkmate. Here's an amazing 2 knights checkmate I've put to one of the strongest players of America. I hope that this video pick up more than 100,000 of views and 1,000 likes, and I will appear here again on the Crazy Chess Traps channel. At this point, I finished. Well, my dear Paul, thank you for coming to us and commenting this interesting game. Friends, of course put like this video and share it on the network, and Paul Morphy will tell us a lot of interesting. Subscribe to our channel. See you!